Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. We are back and in studio on a Tuesday morning. Oh my God, Theo just gave me the weirdest look. He's used to hearing, sublime vocals from me.
No, and because he's really used to the cadence of this show, like he falls asleep right at the sweet sounds of good morning, millennials. And then when we're done and I do my bye with a peace sign,
have a great day.
He pops up.
It's wild.
You guys don't get to see it. Maybe we should leave it for a second next time.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy. His biological clock is on point with the toast.
And that's just the type of leadership we have here at Toast and Toast News Network. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here live with us on YouTube. We are sorry about yesterday's episode. Honestly, it was not our fault. I woke up not feeling it, and then I opened my blinds, and I was really not feeling it.
The rain was coming down sideways. It was so crazy. It lasted all day. I'm so glad we didn't come into the studio because we wouldn't have been able to walk without getting torrential downpour. The set would have been wet. It would have been crazy. And Zoom sufficed. There was definitely some learnings.
But by the way, for our first Zoom of this quarantine, I thought it was pretty much almost there. There was 3 things I would have changed. I would have moved my microphone. I would have given you a microphone, and I would have gotten a bigger ring light because I looked so ugly, and maybe put on some bronzer.
Yeah, I wish I had a better camera situation. I think the camera on my computer is trash. My computer is so light. It's the Air some sort of Mac that's just it doesn't have good hardware,
Yeah, and that's the most important thing about a computer is having a good hardware.
Yes, and just a good camera so that it can look snatched. But anyways, Zoom is definitely a good backup. We'll definitely try and do more Zoom episodes sporadically just to limit the amount that we're going out. But we still feel very comfortable with our respective commutes and the precautions that we're taking.
Yeah, but it's looking a little better in New York. Spirits are high. And that's truly all that matters,
Yeah. Spirits are high. I don't know. I'm just not looking super snatched today because I'm trying this new thing because I feel everyone is using this quarantine self-care, hair is growing,
skin is glowy,
beard is growing, bush is growing, and I'm I want to give my hair the best chance,
Same.
The best fighting chance. And so I've made the decision to stop using heat on my hair during quarantine because I want to use this opportunity to get healthy hair. So my hair is just going to be a little different.
I think I unintentionally did the same thing, and I'm jealous of all these people who haven't ran a curling iron through their hair in over a month, and I've been doing it almost every day, and I'm done. So I'm going to do a low bun till the end of time.
I'm honestly digging the low bun for you.
A low bun is so particular because a low bun with no part is not good. A high bun with no part is fine, but a low bun. But I have a weird part. I'm afraid to tilt my scalp down because I have I have a cowlick.
Let me see. No, you just have a zig and a zag.
Yeah, I zigzag. Remember those combs?
Yeah.
From the 90s on the infomercials that you get a zigzag comb liner. It was crazy.
That is crazy. I kind of want to do that now. Get a zigzag part.
By the way, you should with your butterfly clips. It's just part of your aesthetic.
Yeah, it's totally part of my aesthetic. Anyways, yeah, so my hair is just not super cute, but it's for the best. It's for the best.
And I'm feeling refreshed. I'm actually glad that we decided to stay home yesterday because I just was not feeling well at all. I've just been getting a migraine almost every day in quarantine. It's awful.
Wow.
Yeah, and I wish I could pinpoint what usually my triggers for a migraine, which I get maybe once a month, are lack of sleep or the weather. So yesterday I had a migraine, and I always get a migraine when it rains.
Maybe it's lack of fresh air, honestly.
I think it's just lack of stimulation in any sense of the word.
I should give you one of my migraine pills. You could see if it works, except you're so crazy about medication.
Yeah,
you'd
be
spooky.
Yeah, no, if I don't get prescribed a med, I can't take a medication from someone that didn't come from a doctor, my doctor.
Such a square.
I am such a square.
Give me all your medication, you guys.
Such a square, you guys. We didn't decide to Toast Movie of the Day, which I also loved. Well, I just really had the freedom yesterday.
I personally assigned a Toast Movie of the Day to those who subscribe to my taste.
To those who felt it was applicable.
And HSM 2. I have so many thoughts.
Great.
I'm going to recap. And then tonight's Toast Movie of the Day is HSM 3. I'm so excited. I feel I've only seen HSM 3 3 times in my life. It's so not ingrained. It's kind of like the Cheetah Girls, that third movie that I kind of forgot about.
Yeah, but HSM 3 was released in theaters.
I know, but so I think I saw it in theaters. I probably saw it once or twice after, but I haven't seen it over and over again HSM 1 and 2. I knew every single word to every single song. And I think I know all the HSM 3 songs because they're the best songs and I listen to them the most on Spotify.
Yeah, because you were older.
I forget the plot. Who is the villain? I don't know. I'm so excited.
Where does it take place?
It's their
college?
Graduation. No, they're doing their last play while they graduate. I think Troy has college commitments, maybe at the University of Albuquerque.
And then it's basketball or my dreams.
I mean, get you a guy who can do both. He needs to learn how to balance better, you know?
Well, by the way, literally, like, that whole premise is the entire premise of the season I'm currently on of One Tree Hill. It's like, basketball are my dreams, but my girlfriend's going to UNC. Like, it's, like, so dumb. And that was, like, that was the trend of, like, young adult movies and TV shows in the early 2000s. Like, do I chase my dreams or my dad's dreams?
Yeah. Even Riverdale now, it's like Archie has to choose between music and football, but then also between like running a boxing club and not murdering someone. Like, it's crazy shit.
I haven't been keeping up, but we have Vanderpump Rules tonight, and tomorrow is the premiere of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is just what I needed.
Oh, and also last night, Songland came back.
It did?
And the first artist.
Was it Lady Antebellum?
Yes.
Oh my God, I have to watch.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch with my husband. I was supposed to watch like Play for Play with Snitch, but she's watching right now.
Oh, that's rude.
So she didn't wait for me like I waited for her, and she's missing the toast.
Oh, I'll watch it with Ben. Ben loves Songland.
Zac loves Songland.
Oh, that's fascinating.
You guys, if you're not watching Songland, you ain't living. Watch season 1. It's the
so
best show ever.
And if you don't like want to commit to a whole season, like you could just choose the episodes
by artists.
Yeah, like if you are a huge, like
Jonas Brothers fan.
Right. You could just choose by episode, which is cool.
But the best song that has come out of Songland by far is the Old Dominion episode.
Yes.
So you'll want to watch that for damn sure.
I'm just seeing like a lot of people asking about my sweatpants.
Yeah, you have a lot going on today, and I think from like the bottom to the top, you need to take us through your look.
I just want to say like this is what it feels like to be you, and it's like so exciting. I'm just like feeling like everyone wants to be me, and it's so fabulous. So my pants are Toast merch, and
would you want to stand up?
I decided to ruin them and follow a TikTok to tie dye them with bleach toilet cleaner last night. Allow me to show you.
Did you like not story the tie dyeing, or I just didn't see your story?
I did one story. I didn't feel like doing a tutorial because like when you're worried about like filming, that's when you mess up your pants.
And also like you can't do a tutorial because this is your first time doing it. Like you're not the expert yet.
No, and I can't do a tutorial because I'm literally using both hands with rubber gloves, trying not to get bleach on my hands.
Yeah, no, I totally
here are my
understand.
pants. These are the Toast. I'll show you. They have the champagne glasses on the hips.
Okay, these are the Toast pants. She tie-dyed them herself. You have the Toast and you have the tie-dye, which is like so cool. Love that for you.
Then I was just looking for something to wear with these newfound Tiger Queen sweatpants, and I found this like random black. I thought that it might have been a sample for like a merch.
Perhaps.
Like
No,
sometimes
but-
we get the blanks. But then Ben told me he thinks this is his sweater, but I told him it's mine now and I'm tie-dyeing it after the Toast today. I wish I had time this morning to have tie-dyed it because then I could have been wearing like a full ensemble. But so this will be the new Tiger Queen sweatshirt I'll be tie-dyeing later today. Basically what you do is you like, scrunch it up with some rubber bands, throw some bleach in there for like 20 minutes, rinse it out with water and throw it in the washing machine and then the dryer. It's really not that hard. I didn't follow like a special tutorial with like a timer, I just like felt it. When I felt like it was right, it was time to throw it in the wash,
Understood.
And then my earrings are Margaret Joseph's. When I went to the Celine Dion concert, which was like my last night out before quarantine, Margaret Joseph's was wearing these earrings, and I told her that I loved him, and she said they're shot Margaret Joseph's, and she had the messenger to my house, and I haven't like found the appropriate occasion yet to wear them, but this outfit was so the occasion. Like I actually tried on like a more demure pair of Hoop Nation by Alexis, and I was like, should I go like low key? I'm like,
Which
no.
influencer hoops do you wear?
Yeah.
Which TNN podcast hosts hoops do you wear?
That's what I'm saying. And I actually have worn those Hoop Nation earrings a lot. Actually, when I met Kim Kardashian, wore them. Like so they've had their moment in the sun, and I just felt like it was time for me to be iconic.
Yeah. No, I think this is everything of the sort.
Oh, and then I did my eyeshadow winged eyeliner, which is just has me feeling like another level of snatch today.
Yeah, it's just like your classic look now, your go-to look.
I'm a classic.
Yeah. Classic, bougie, ratchet.
Oh, that's so funny. Like when you think of the classic, that's what you think I was gonna say.
You're the classic, like MKTO.
You're the new classic. You're the new PYT. I don't know if that's how it goes.
That was
painful. That was painful, but I just know there's a song like that.
Okay, cool. Well,
Coolio.
Thanks for bringing your all for us today.
Thanks.
And
Where's your sweatshirt from? Is it Chanel?
Oh, yes. My sweatshirt is from, it's this new online store. It's called shopmorningtoast.com, and honestly, they have the cutest stuff.
I heard it's temporarily closed.
Well, they just dropped their
orders.
spring merch, so they're fulfilling orders left, right, and center, and I'm just so excited for everyone to get them. But I told you last week, like, I'm only wearing Toast merch on the show from now on.
I like need our Toast merch store to reopen because I need to place a new order. I ruined these pants. Like I need a ruined pair and then like a regular black pair. These are the best sweatpants. I don't know.
Those are the best sweatpants.
Are they still in stock?
I think so.
Okay, I gotta get me some.
There are a few pairs left. Also, Snitch put up her YouTube video yesterday, like all the comfy clothes that she has, and obviously she was a toasty queen, but also check out her new YouTube channel, Snitch in the City. It's so good.
It's so cute. It's literally the highlight of my day. Like she sent it to me to watch, and I wasn't ready. And normally, like I would have just watched it so I could like tell her that I liked it, but like I wanted the experience. Like I wanted to set it up. I wanted it on my TV. Like I wanted a snack. I wanted a popsicle. Like I enjoy it so much. I need her to release content like a little bit more.
I know. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so glad that she made that decision on this show.
Yeah. There's just so much content, actually. If you're like a part of the TNN Toast family, like Snitch's YouTube channel, all of our new podcasts, there's new Patreon. So there's really no excuse for you to be bored during this quarantine times.
Redheads are at 2 a month. That means 2 books. I yesterday spent the day. I started the Redheads book and obviously finished it.
I heard that it's like everyone's favorite choice.
It's phenomenal. It's so good. I'm really excited for the discussion we're going to have about it because it's just like, and I was saying this on our Zoom, you know, now that I'm just in my head all day, like I've really been taking a lot of trips down memory lane and just thinking about like my life. And I feel like this book, a lot of the themes are about like memory and time and like just how you remember things.
Memory, all alone in the moonlight. When Miranda Cosgrove sings that for her audition in School of Rock, like that was so lame of her. She was the go-to in the early 2000s. It was just like, you need someone lame, like let's get Miranda Cosgrove.
Like teacher's pet nerd, bookworm.
That movie's so
good. But then she's also Megan.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've recently become a part of the Vlog Squad. I'm such a huge David Dobrik fan, and he is friends with Josh Peck.
I actually became a part of the Vlog Squad too. Erin and I spoke yesterday.
Did you? What did she say? You know, she listens to the podcast.
She gave me some tips on the Zoom audio.
Oh, what did she say?
For the video.
Because they've been doing their vlogs.
She said it's better, like don't use the Zoom audio. If we both had recorded ourselves on the voice notes app and then put that over the video, it would have been really good.
All right.
That's what they do.
That's perfect, you know, advice from like a vlogger.
It was really great advice.
Well, I'm obsessed with the Vlog Squad, and David is obsessed with Drake and Josh. Like it was his favorite show growing up, and he's become friends with Josh, so it's like his live stream, and he got Miranda Cosgrove. I'm rewatching all of his videos. He has like over 700, but I'm new here, so I just got to the video where he convinced Miranda Cosgrove to come film a vlog with him, and he surprised Josh with Megan, and it was really iconic. Megan.
Damn, good times. I feel like everyone, actually, I'll save that segue because it's time.
Oh,
I
is?
just made the decision that it's time. I just want to get right into it.
Shaggy, this is a partnership. Like, this is 50-50.
I know, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to go with your gut.
I totally agree.
And I need you to trust me.
I trust you with my life. Go.
It is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
That feels good. It feels right.
Feels right. Okay, well, I feel like people have really been using this quarantine to, you know, go down memory lane, you know, enjoy their nostalgia.
I think just you.
No, but like everyone's like watching old shit.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And the High School Musical cast is reuniting for an at-home sing-along.
I heard Kenny Ortega is getting the band back together.
And then with Zac Efron. I'm going to put that in parentheses for now because we need to talk about that. When ABC and Bob Iger asked High School Musical director Kenny Ortega to participate in the April 16th special The Disney Family Sing-Along, he was immediately on board. Quote, I wanted to find something I can do to participate, and it was so great to be given the call and invited by ABC to join, he told Deadline. It gave me a purpose to get up every morning. I feel really good that we have an opportunity to do something like this. It's good medicine. That said, he asked actors and artists from his movies and TV series to participate in an epic performance of the High School Musical anthem, We're All in This Together, for the special.
Iconic.
Of the participants, he wrangled the East High Wildcats from High School Musical and Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley Tisdale, Corbin Bleu, Monique Coleman, and Lucas Grabale all agreed to participate in one way or another.
Wow, they got Le Corbin Bleu?
In a last-minute addition, Zac Efron agreed to come on board to send a message during the special. Okay.
Oh, so he just like sent a video from his house.
Well, here's the thing. Isn't it a video from everyone's house? So at first I read this, I was like, there's no way they're getting Zac Efron. Like, I'm watching the movies and it's like, he's Ted Bundy. Like, he can't go back to bed on it.
No, he has come so far. Like, he was Link Larkin. Like, he is so beyond High School Musical.
He has come really so far. Like, some of the stuff they made him do was like so fucking cringe. And like, you know what? I would have a little bit of resentment too. I'm not going to lie. But then people are saying they got Zac Efron. I feel like on the one hand, he won't participate because he's so above it. And on the other hand, like we always forget that him and Vanessa Ann, like, were
toxic,
in love. Like,
yeah.
And by the way, I realized, like we said about so many movies, that's what makes the High School Musical series incredible.
Bella and Edward, totally.
They are so in love.
Totally.
Troy and Gabriella are so in love. And I think that separates, like, the boys from the men in terms of
franchises,
great movies. Yep. Also, like, because I was thinking about Descendants, and it doesn't have that love story at the center because Dove Cameron actually dates Captain Hook's son. So like she's with Thomas Doherty, who's a villain, and because her and King Ben like didn't have that, I think that's the only thing that's missing from Descendants.
Well, that's like One Tree Hill. Like Chad Michael Murray and Sophia Bush got married and divorced, but like there was a love there.
That's
and I'm
like
sure
the
other
OC.
people. Yeah, I'm sure
and
other people
like,
dated.
That's like Gossip Girl.
Yes,
you know,
and that's like Riverdale.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it definitely elevates a series. It elevates a brand. It elevates a franchise. And I don't think that's the reason why Zac Efron might not have participated. I don't think he's like lamenting every day over his breakup with Vanessa.
No, but
Ann.
I think there's some awkward shit. Like, because I really think that they were so serious, and you don't just become friends with that person.
Yeah, but like she was in a relationship for like so much has happened. Like I don't think that it's
I
awkward.
don't know. I just if you read Before We Were Strangers, like it's still there. It's still there.
I just don't know if Zac Efron like really wants to be pulled back into that. Like of all the people from that series, like a lot of them are famous, but he's made it further than anyone. Like I don't still even think of him as the guy from High School Musical, but I definitely think of Ashley Tisdale and I definitely think of Vanessa Ann as like the kids from Disney. I forget that that's where Zac Efron got started.
Yeah, he is a very esteemed actor. Like he will win an Oscar one day.
Yeah,
you know, and so I understand why he's not like running to TikTok with the crew. Even though like I'm obsessed with his Troy's dad. Bart Johnson.
Oh, well, in real life?
In real life, in the show, like, I hope they still chat.
In real life, Bart Johnson is married to Blake Lively's sister. So he's in-laws with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They like hang out.
I absolutely love that.
He's very thirsty. Like if there's any piece of content on the internet that is remotely has to do with High School Musical, like Bart Johnson is the first comment. Like laugh.
Okay, I'm surprised he's not in High School Musical, the series yet.
Yeah.
Because you know who is?
Who?
I like to pop and lock and jam and break. Okay. She's everywhere.
I thought you were going to say she's everything, which she is. I love her. She was great in the movies, and I'm glad that she's still working. She's all over TikTok, like really leaning into that High School Musical fame. What's her name? Martha?
Martha.
She's fabulous.
Yeah, she's fabulous, but she is in High School Musical, the series. There's like a school board meeting.
Pop, lock and jam
and break.
I didn't know she was in the series. I'm so happy for her.
No, she had like 1 second
whatever.
cameo.
I hope she's getting a paycheck.
And you know who's the other cameo in the series? That
Kelsey?
No.
Who?
Lucas Grabeel. And it's like
who?
Ryan, Sharpay's brother.
To me, like he was just the worst character he was the best character, but it was really before its time because he was obviously gay, but they like never gave him like a real love story or like anything because I think at one point they even like had him hooking up with a girl.
No, I watch HSM too, and I need to get to the recap. But even though we cannot be serving up justice for Sharpay. And by the way, Gabriella wasn't just swimming and crying, but she was a little shisty because like when she saw that Troy and Sharpay were like playing golf and like hanging out with like the U of A alumni, she like went to Ryan and was like pretend flirting with him and like. She knew what she was doing. She was crafty as hell.
But so wait, in the two movies that you've watched yet, was Ryan ever like dating someone?
No, but in HSM 2, I think ultimately, no, he doesn't date Kelsey because in HSM 2 when they're lighting the lanterns, Kelsey's with that guy Jason who's like such a kiss ass, but he seems really well meaning.
Yeah, so like even though like Ryan and Sharpay like are really iconic, like I feel as though there was a whole element missing that like now would have been better to produce because like he's obviously gay.
Well, that's like in High School Musical, the series, the person who plays Sharpay in the musical that they're putting on at the school is a guy. And he's fabulous. Everything.
Yeah, see, like, that's what, like, Disney couldn't do back then.
You know what? I haven't seen HSM 3 yet. Maybe they give Ryan some love.
Yeah, but, like, I don't need, like they could have done so much more with Ryan, like a fabulous moment for him, and we just didn't get that because I think they were afraid to, like, lean into his gayness, which he was totally gay.
Yeah, no, I'll let you know tomorrow what happens in HSM 3. I feel like there will be a love story for him. Maybe it is Kelsey.
I feel like I have a very vague memory of him being, like, paired up with a girl.
Yeah, me too.
And it's just, like, so unrealistic.
And there's also another weird element, which is that Ryan and Sharpay are like a little incestual.
Yes, of course.
And obviously they get the lead in every musical. What happens when the leads kiss?
Yeah, of course. That's their favorite type
of
musical.
Or like they're falling in love in a play. Like that's sickening.
Right, like we need a prequel because before Troy and Gabriella showed up, like they were just getting the leads in everything. So like there obviously had to have been a moment where like they were fucking on stage or something.
Or even just like playing lovers. Like that's fucking weird. Twisted.
Totally.
Yeah, Miss Starbus, like she was a little too
willy-nilly. She loved that shit.
For my taste. Okay, also, so the High School Musical element will be exciting. And it's just, I'm excited about this because, you know, people are coming together. Everyone's trying to uplift people's spirits. Yeah. But it's like, I would love this nothing more than when they could all be at a soundstage and fucking, like, rip.
Yeah, no, but, okay, you know what? I won't even ask for that. I'll ask, can we get, like, them all individually transported to individual studios by themselves? Like, I just cannot have this being from their computer anymore. Like, their Zooms are just not cutting it. Like, put them in a totally sanitized soundstage. Like, just one of them at a time.
Oh, I mean, yes, that you get really hung up on the technology.
It's because
aspect
it's so
of these
distracting.
things. Yeah, I just wish, like, can't we? This is such a fabulous idea. Like, can we please save it for when we can do it in person? Listen to who else is coming together. In addition to the original 6 from the High School Musical, Kenny Ortega said that artists from the Disney family will be coming together for many different projects. This includes Raven Simone, who we worked with on Cheetah Girls, and cast members from The Descendants. Oh my God, I have to tell Counselor Snitch, Zombies, and High School Musical, the series.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like Sunny with a Chance, Wizards of Waverly Place, and Hannah Montana, and Jonas.
The performance of We're All in This Together is a recent addition to the Disney Family Sing-Along, which is airing on April 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. The sing-along will also feature Christina Aguilera, Michael Bublé, Kristen Chenoweth, Aluli Cravalho, Amber Riley, John Stamos, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, Alan Menken, Elle Fanning, Josh Groban, Darren Criss, Tori Kelly, and more. Wow,
fabulous.
But like, don't you just wish we could have it like in the way that God intended?
Right, like remember when they did the Wicked like 50th anniversary, and we got that whole thing like
in person in some sort of like gymnasium
with the glam.
I would just like, can we save this amazing idea? How come these people will only come together in times of crisis? Like,
it's because they all are bored. They literally, all their work has been canceled. Like, they need to pay their bills, and like Disney's offering a paycheck, and Vanessa Ann Hudgens like has got to pay for her Coachella tickets in October.
Yeah, and I'm sure Vanessa Ann Hudgens is like eager to swiftly move on from it.
She is eager to get her name in the press for something other than her awful rant, and now like can alter her Google search a little bit.
Yeah. So, but I guess this means that verdict is in. She's not canceled.
No. Well, that's a good segue into one of our next stories.
That is our next story.
Because have been a few cancellations. Vanessa Hudgens was like the leader of the pack. I'm sorry, Vanessa Ann Hudgens was the leader of the pack. She was the first one to go. And it's good to see that people have like moved on, even though I obviously don't agree with what she said. Like, I'm not a proponent of cancel culture. And I'm glad that she's quiet, but she's not dead.
For sure. She said something stupid. Like, she said it. She apologized, move on. Like, it's really not that deep. What's also not that deep. Erin Foster defends a joke about having a wedding before coronavirus despite criticism.
I absolutely love this story because she's not backing down.
Erin Foster was bashed online after she expressed relief over having had her wedding to Simon Tickman months before the coronavirus crisis. So she posted a picture from her wedding and captioned it, "Not to brag, but what a time to have already had your wedding." Many people thought the post was in poor taste. One user slammed Foster, saying her comment was completely idiotic during this time when so many have lost so much.
Oh my God, it was a joke.
So she replied to that comment saying, "This has nothing to do with something lost."
Yeah.
Another follower explained that, quote, "A lot of money for these people is potentially lost for brides who had to postpone their wedding because of the coronavirus pandemic. When you have to worry about finances, it's scary, not dramatic."
Of course, by the way, and not to take away from anyone who has had to, it's definitely annoying and terrible to have to delay your wedding. It definitely causes financial strain. Like it's there's no denying that it's a bad situation to be in. But this post has absolutely nothing to do with anyone other than Erin Foster. And like, if we're now getting so in the weeds on people's Instagram jokes, like that's how bored we are. We're getting so mad about this. Like, I'm out. Like, this is not offensive. Like, I'm sorry.
No, this is not offensive
like,
at all.
It's just not.
And it's not that serious. And by the way, it is a great time to have already had your wedding.
I mean, and by the way, like am I going to get canceled? I keep saying like how glad I am that my tour ended in January. Like, the timing is so perfect because now all these people are like being displaced with their tickets, and I'm just like glad I'm not going through that. And it's like, that's okay to be grateful for timing.
Right. It's really just, it's not that serious whatsoever.
No, it's not that serious. And to be honest, I feel like in this day and age, whenever anyone gets called out for anything, they just like delete it and apologize because like that's the way to survive in this business. But I'm like kind of down for Erin Foster being like, no, like, can we just point out how dumb this is? Like, and this is not to say that like people whose weddings have been affected by coronavirus like aren't legitimate in feeling sad about that. But Erin's post has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it's unbelievably stressful. There's a lot of money lost. Like, it's mayhem.
And weddings are stressful and expensive before coronavirus. So like, this is just, and the wedding industry, like if you own like a bakery, like this is just stressful for everyone. And
which is why you might be grateful if you've already had your wedding.
Yeah, like it's really not that serious. And like the people who are like literally writing on her post, like writing into page 6, like you have got to stop. You have got to get a hobby.
You've got to get a hobby. Like, and you know what? If you are offended by this joke, like that's your prerogative. Be offended, move on.
So, now, why don't you be offended silently today? I'm not here for it.
You guys, it's getting out of control. She commented, "The post is still up for a reason. I stand by it. There is zero harm in it. My wedding has nothing to do with dramatic girls having tantrums about their weddings."
It's just not what people are making it out to be. And I'm feeling now more than ever in the age of quarantine, like it's okay to laugh about things that make you sad. So that's called a joke. And I just think we should all look it up and remember what it is. And if you don't like it, don't laugh. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I think a lot of people are comparing this to like, but you know, we were against what Ellen said. Like, I think this skit, like, it's so fucking different.
By the way, I thought what Ellen said was like not funny. I wasn't really offended by it, but I just like love when people talk shit about Ellen. So like I hopped on the bandwagon.
You're just biased. But
like,
I think the jokes are completely different. They're apples and oranges. Like you can't just compare every statement you don't like to one another.
Yeah, and to be honest, if we're gonna really get in the weeds here, like Erin was making a joke about herself, so she's safe. Like if you're joking about other people, you're making fun of other people. Like that, I understand other people being offended by. But if you're making a joke just about yourself, like literally no one has any right to be offended.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I really only make jokes about myself. Like, I call myself fat because, like, no one's going to get mad at me.
Yeah. No, it's getting wild out here, you guys. I can't believe I can't even believe that. People can comment on Instagram like crazy, but I can't believe that this is even, like, a story that I saw this morning.
And it's, like, you can't really compare, like, cancellations because every situation is so different. But, like, with Vanessa and Hudgens, like, what she said, like, was wrong and, like, kind of evil. Like, I'm not for cancel culture, but when like there's backlash, like I understand it sometimes. Like it's totally warranted or it's not warranted. And to me, this is just a situation where it's totally unwarranted.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I hope that like that's the mentality of everyone and like Page Six is just like being like tabloidy. Because that would suck. Like I'm sure Erin has such a big pit. Like she was just trying to share like a really cute photo of her in her wedding dress.
Yeah, but I'm glad that she's standing by it and not deleting it because like people just feel more encouraged. Like, oh, we don't like something?
Let's yell about it.
Destroy it.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, next story is really sad. Lili Reinhart's dog, Milo, is recovering after getting attacked. Did you see these stories?
I saw her Instagram story. Like, whenever people cry about their dog, like, it just makes me cry so hard.
So Lili Reinhart posted on her Instagram story last week. She was crying. She was so sad because her dog was attacked by another dog. Now she said that Milo is resting. He's taking it easy. He has some doggy CBD that helps him kind of stay more chilled out right now. He's doing really well and getting lots of love.
Oh my God, that was so sad. It's my worst nightmare. Now, I know I'm about to spark like a huge controversy.
You know what? I'm in the mood.
But I'm just curious what type of breed attacked our dog because, you know, and by the way, I know that like there's this whole controversy about it, but whenever I've heard about dogs just like randomly being attacked in parks, like it's always by a pit bull. Like, and by the way, I'm not saying that all pit bulls are bad. I'm just saying like I'm curious to know. And she didn't say because like she's so PC, you know. I'm just really curious. Like Kristen Doty's dog or like her friend's dog like a few years ago was attacked by this like vicious pit bull in a park. And I know I'm gonna get so many DMs about this because it's like a really hot button issue. But I'm just curious.
It's
like I'm not trying to spark any shit. Like it doesn't matter. Like other dogs attack dogs that aren't pit bulls. But I'm genuinely like just curious.
Have you seen the meme of like it's like a fire burning, like a house is on fire and it's like, wow, pit bull runs back into a fire to attack one more child.
Oh my God. That is funny. Oh my God. No, I've never seen that meme.
Oh my God. It's so funny.
Let's post it on our Instagram and like see what happens.
I'm so down.
No, I totally understand like the pit bull controversy. Like you can't just like, you know,
say that, like,
vilify a breed. Yeah. But it's like, it's stereotyping for dogs. I totally get it. But just like, I'm genuinely curious like what kind of dog, because she didn't say. And usually when you don't say, it's because it was a pit bull.
I can't. Wow. Okay. Are you ready for it?
People are sharing stories. I was attacked by a golden retriever when I was a kid. My dog was attacked by a pug. Okay. Yeah, no, I just feel like when I hear about it, it's a pit bull, but like maybe that's because it's the pit bull media, like trying to stop the breeding of pit bulls. Maybe I'm just a victim in all this.
Maybe you are. Okay, are you ready for our next story, or do you want to keep digging our graves?
No, I just wanted to see what people were saying. Like, are people mad at me? I don't know.
I think people are laughing.
Oh, another girl was attacked by a golden retriever. Maybe golden retrievers are problematic. Yeah. All I have to say is, you know what? I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I was going to jinx myself.
Okay. Next story, a little breakup news. Lil Huddy and Charli D'Amelio have called it quits. They both posted on their Instagram story, and I'll read you Charli's statement because I do not acknowledge Lil
says,
Huddy.
I was attacked by a goose.
Same.
Oh man, that's
Similar.
a hilarious comment.
Okay, are you ready for Charli and Lil?
Yeah, okay, by the way, I saw this like plastered everywhere this morning because like one, there's nothing else going on, and two, it's like kind of a big deal.
What's crazy is there's nothing else going on, but like I have their statements from their Instagram stories, but I was going to pull up a news story about it and I didn't see one place write it up.
Because literally the media is so busy writing about Erin Foster's like nonsensical Instagram post and not the real media news. Like this is important. What were their statements?
Okay, Charli. Hey guys, since you guys have watched mine and Chase's relationship from the start, wow, she decided to like dignify him and call him Chase. I decided I needed to tell you that we are no longer together. It hurts me to say this, but we've decided that this is what's best for both of us. We are still close. I'm still having on the pinball.
Me too. And I'm reading people's comments and like it's so funny. This girl was attacked by a poodle. It's not funny people getting attacked, obviously. It's just like a poodle. It's funny.
Olivia was attacked by a pug once, remember?
Oh my God, hardly. He like snapped at her ankle.
He like nipped her ankle.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Someone was attacked by a goat.
We are still close friends, and I would not change that for anything. I truly have so much love for Chase and wish nothing but the best for him. It makes me so happy to see all of the great things he has going for him. I'm sorry I waited so long to tell you all, oh, they've been broken up for a while. I wanted to take the time to process it for myself. Breakups are tough for anyone, so I'd really rather not talk about it anymore.
I mean, like,
honestly, same. Sis.
Yeah, same. But they're just like so young. But at the same time, like I'm watching One Tree Hill and like they're 17 years old and like they're acting like it's the true love of their lives. Like some of them are getting married. Like it's like, but these are middle school relationships like where like you hold hand and like you don't talk in the hallways. Like it's hard for me to like figure out when people are so young, like if these are real relationships.
But you also go to the Bahamas together.
Yeah, totally. But there was definitely a parental chaperone.
For sure. But like that's intense to go on a vacation
for sure.
with your 15-year-old boyfriend.
I don't know where the two of them ended up on like the whole Hype House like split. There was a whole divide. Like who ended up on what side? I think that definitely had something to do with their breakup. But also like Charli's a star and like Lil Huddy is just like nothing of the sort. So they were bound to be torn apart just by their levels of like fame.
Yeah, just like she is on her way to becoming like truly a global icon, and he's nothing of the sort. I think maybe she like did like him and enjoy his company, but I think she has like big dreams.
Yeah, like this is just the type of guy like you date like very briefly on the way up, and then in 5 years you're like embarrassed by, you know?
Yeah. And you know, I'm sure it was like her first relationship.
Yeah, like I'm gonna say something so disgusting.
I don't say it.
Okay,
I know what you're gonna say, but she's 15. So that's like...
Oh, I thought she was 17. Yeah.
Or
so
she's
young.
16.
No, I think you're right. She's 15.
So, like, don't say what you were going to say.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You know, we already said the pitbull stuff. So that's enough for one day.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, I hope that Charli, like, finds love or just, like...
Who do we ship her with? Jacob Sartorius?
No.
Honestly, like, I know there's such an age difference and, like, it's so inappropriate, but, like, a TikToker who I just absolutely love is Jason Derulo.
That's like
it's so inappropriate. Like I think he's so much older than her, but I just think TikTok has, and I was talking about this with Ben, is such a great platform for a lot of people, and it's a terrible platform for a lot of people too. And Jason Derulo is just really shining on the app. Like he's a chef, he's a dancer, he's a singer.
Videos.
Love.
They're so good.
Can't recommend a follow enough. I can't recommend it enough.
I totally agree. Our fifth and final story typically would not be chosen as a story because she has been China. She is the China.
But she's selling follow backs. Is that what the story is?
Yes. And like it's a slow news day.
No, by the way.
But also this is incredible.
Even on the biggest news day ever, like we're definitely going to still talk about this. It's the craziest thing ever.
Blac Chyna has been criticized for charging $950 for FaceTime calls and $250 for Instagram follows.
So like on her merch store, she's like selling like digital like things.
Yeah, like some people sell presets.
Yeah.
Blac Chyna's selling Instagram follows.
And you know what? I'm really tempted to buy one because I just want to see if she unfollows you after. Like who's to say, where's the contract that like, you could spend $250, she'll follow you, and then in a month she'll unfollow you?
Yeah.
Like that's just not a good business deal in my opinion. IMO.
No. The 31-year-old Lash Cosmetics owner, wow, Page 6 is being super kind today.
Yeah, what would you say?
And former Robin China reality star.
Wow, that's both so nice.
So flattering.
I would say Blac Chyna, woman who had child out of spite with
Rob
Kardashian. Or honestly, I would say Blac Chyna, I would say
Blac Chyna, Dream's mom.
Oh, that's good too. I would say Blac Chyna, Kris Jenner's former future daughter-in-law.
Blac Chyna, nay Angela Renee Kardashian.
Oh, I would say Blac Chyna. Are you still texting bitches? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
She is charging $950. It's been a while.
Yeah.
$950 for a virtual chat with her on FaceTime and $250 to follow a fan back on Instagram, both via her business website. Fans who are unable to pay the cash up front have the option of doing so with 4 interest-free installments. Wow, she accepts Afterpay. Naturally, China, who is in an ongoing custody battle with ex-Rob Kardashian, is being called out for her newfound business venture.
Oh my God, wait, that's insane.
Wait, some one person wrote on Twitter, this woman has officially hit rock bottom. At Black China is selling a follow back for $250 and a FaceTime call for $950, and there's a payment plan available. You can't make this shit up.
I just want to say, like, if you're spending $900 on a FaceTime with Black China and you need to do Afterpay, like, you really need to be spending your money elsewhere.
No, but also if you're spending $950 on a FaceTime call with Black China and you're not using the Afterpay, like, you have too much money.
Oh, wait, by the way, sorry, you're so right. Also, because I think of it like Cameo. On the app, like, even big celebrities, like, only charge, like, the max I've seen is, like, $500, maybe $1,000. And, like, Blac Chyna's, like, not that famous. Like, Damon John is on there. I think he charges $1,000, like, for charity. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know who Blac Chyna thinks she is in charging $900, because essentially a FaceTime is just a Cameo. But then, do you get her phone number?
No, she probably does it through like an app or maybe like Skype.
Yeah.
You know, when you get her email address or something.
What do you think she talks about? She is looking so strange these days. Like her cosmetic procedures are just really out there.
I honestly wouldn't know. I don't follow. I don't keep up.
You know what will be interesting to see after this quarantine? Like, who used this like major downtime to get like major cosmetic surgery, even though like most hospitals are being forced to like postpone.
You think that people could do that?
What?
Get cosmetic surgery right now?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure like major celebrities can.
Yeah, and also like really prestigious doctors have their own operating rooms in
Right.
their offices, so you don't have to go to a hospital.
Right,
I
but
wonder
most
if
of them
they're
are
still
being
working.
told to like postpone. Like Jennifer Aydin's husband was explaining how like people don't understand why he's been working so much because he's a plastic surgeon, but he says like most of what he does is like reconstructive, so that he's been being used in hospitals and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like plastic surgeons, because they are doctors, like
Right.
could be lending their talents to the crisis.
And Bill Aydin, man of my dreams, of course he is, because he's the man of my dreams.
Exactly. Interesting. I don't know how that would work. Like maybe a few of the biggest celebs would be using this time. It would be really a great time to get some
like new
reconstructive
boobs,
surgery.
eye lift,
Totally.
facelift.
But we'll see. I'm like, it's gonna be interesting when we all come out. You know.
Yeah, like who's like frown lines are sagging and whose are not.
Yeah, my forehead is wild and out.
My frown line, I mean, I have parentheses. They're actually getting really bad. I just like hate that there's another thing on my face that I like want to touch, because forever it was just like just my chin, and then it was like just my chin and my eyebrows. Now it's like just my chin, my eyebrows, and my lips. And now like I have another thing, but they're really bothering me. Like my smile lines are so bad. Like my makeup gets like caught up in the wrinkles.
I want to get something that would just like turn my frown upside down a little bit. You know, like
Maybe you just need to watch an episode of The Morning Toast.
I just feel like sometimes like my resting face is a little too frowny, and it's not bad right now, but I feel like when I'm older, like I'll just look like grimacy.
Yeah, no, I've just, especially during this quarantine, I've really dove headfirst into my nightly routine. Like I think it's so important. And I was using a neck cream that I ran out of, and I got so many recommendations to use this Trivectin one, and it was $100. But I really feel
What
like
does it do?
I have such bad wrinkles in my neck.
Interesting.
It's supposed to tighten and lift, allegedly. But when I got it, like it was not like a cream that I'd ever seen. It was literally like yellow clay. Like it's crazy. And I'm really using a lot of
Is it helping?
I've only been on it for like 3 days, but I've been on a neck cream for like 3 months. Like my dermatologist said it takes a really long time to start working, but it's like the best thing you could do for a young person. Because I went in and I was like, can I get filler in my neck? Like help me. And she said definitely start with a cream, see if it does. I don't know. I should have taken before pictures. Maybe I'll take one now.
Should I start a neck cream?
Let me see your neck.
I actually have a really nice neck.
Yeah, but so you might as well preserve it.
Yeah, because you said it's preventative, and I'm
Yeah.
all about preventation.
I know. I've had lines in my neck like since I was in high school.
Damn.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I remember I used to tan and get like these weird lines.
Some
in my
people
neck.
are just neckline people.
It's the worst kind of person to be.
Yeah, I'm actually not one of those people, but I have like all my other problems, you know?
Yeah, but that's a really good problem to not have.
I wouldn't know.
Because like when you're older, your neck is like a real telltale sign of your age.
That's true, but you know, I'm just going to age like a raisin.
Whatever.
You know?
I just like, I care right now, but I have a feeling in like 5 years, I'm just not going to care.
I don't know about that, but I feel like I don't know. We'll see.
Let's dive into our TV recap segment, because I didn't watch it, but Jackie did watch High School Musical 2, and I know a bunch of people watched it along with her. And after watching the first one, what were your thoughts? This was the one where they went to the country club.
This is the one where they went to the country club, and I just want to say, like, they did such a good job at finding a plot for a sequel that wasn't too similar to the first, but not so dissimilar. And I absolutely love the setting of Lava Springs Country Club. Like, I would love to go there.
Did it make you just like want to get a house in a country club gated community?
Everything makes me want to get a house in a country club gated community, so this especially did, but it looked like very humid and hot. And also, like, everyone had just discovered spray tans on the set, so like they're all kind of orange and they like match the mountain, and like it's very orange.
New Mexico was like not my ideal climate.
But the whole movie really had like a Jackie O float vibe to it, you know, like super saturated
Coachella.
and green and blue and orange.
Okay.
And I loved that for them.
I'm so glad.
The movie in general is good, but it's very conflicting because obviously we now are of the mindset like justice for Sharpay. In the first movie, Sharpay's really not the villain. She is just like a character with her own agenda who's kind of gets in the way of Troy and Gabriella, but like she has her prerogative.
She's determined.
But what happens in the second movie is it's the last day of school. She's standing by her locker and Troy walks by and she just has an epiphany and she's like, well, who would you say she says to Ryan, who would you say is the number one guy in this group?
Oh,
and
is that what she says?
Yeah.
Who's the number
one guy at school? He said Troy. And she said, who's the number one girl at school? And Ryan said, you, of course. And she said, so wouldn't it make sense for us to be together?
Honestly, that's pretty good logic.
No. And so the whole movie is her trying to like woo and seduce him because she thinks that they should be together because he's number one and she's number one. Whereas in the first movie, she had absolutely no romantic interest in him at all. Mind you, now in the second movie, like he's in a very serious relationship. Like not only is she thirsty, she's a home wrecker.
Right.
She has no like respect for their relationship. And she's using all of her privilege to try and win him over. And it's just like, I just don't think she has honorable intentions, and I don't think she deserves any justice. She's really a piece of work. The way that she treats the staff at the Lava Springs Country Club is so abhorrent. Like, she makes all of the people who work there at their jobs so much more. She literally tells Fulton to make them want to quit. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Like, she could be using, like, her social standing for such good.
And then she also does that, like, very weird... Is it in the second movie where she does that...
Yes.
Like, cultural appropriation vibes?
Did you see my video on my Instagram?
No.
Because I literally filmed that. I said this was a low point for her.
Yeah, and wasn't it cut out? It was like an extra?
Yeah, so this is what happened. It was a deleted scene, but the song still made it on the soundtrack. So everyone knew the song but had never seen the scene. I guess Disney Plus decided to be shysty because they were like, all this justice for Sharpay, we don't like it. You're going to see the movie the way we intended.
Yeah.
And honestly, that scene is transformative because she's being crazy. And she like is so quick to throw her brother in the trash.
Yes,
when
of course.
Ryan,
everyone treats Ryan like he's nothing.
like he's yesterday's garbage. And Ryan has been nothing but so supportive of her and like inflates her ego and just does what she needs. Like gets her those towels imported from Turkey and that turkey imported from May.
Yeah.
You know, like things wouldn't be so fabulous if Ryan wasn't there setting it all up behind the scenes.
And then also she's like critiquing his notes. Like, I want more.
It's like, honestly, this is enough.
Yeah.
Dianu.
Yeah,
She just
Dianu.
doesn't have that Dianu mentality and I can't relate.
Wait, really quickly, like total random tangent, but from that Hawaiian thing just reminded me that I spent absolutely all day listening to your Quarantines playlist, and I'm so sorry that like you've been telling me about it for a week and I just like didn't listen to you. I just wasn't ready to like listen to new music, but I didn't realize that you had put together like a playlist that was going to change my life, and I'm really like, I'm so sorry for doubting you. And I listened to it, and that beautiful rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow came on, which is my favorite, and I just looked up, and the artwork is quite striking because it's the back of the singer Israel Kaliko something. I'm sorry,
long last name.
And it's just like, I don't know what inspired me to like do like research on him, because I just remember, I know that he passed away because he was like morbidly obese, and I don't know what like compelled me to Google his name. Maybe his name being Israel, like it's just not something you see every day. So I went and I just like was reading all about him, and he was like so fabulous. Like, did you know that when he died, literally the entire state of Hawaii put their flags at half mast, which they only do for politicians, and in the history of the country, only 3 people have like gotten that honor who weren't politicians, and one of them was Israel.
Wow.
Okay.
Was he Jewish?
No, I don't know why his name was Israel, but he was just like a huge...
That's a biblical name.
Yeah. He was just like a huge part of like the Hawaiian music culture, and like I didn't even realize, and that song like always makes me cry, partly because like the guy who's singing it is so cute, and it's just like such a fabulous rendition.
It's a fabulous rendition. I'm glad you finally have the respect for the Quarantines playlist.
And to be honest, I'm glad like Israel did not have to see Sharpay like disgracing his homeland.
No, I'm so glad for that.
Yeah.
Also, the movie is tough because Troy's getting all these opportunities, like networking, playing with the alumni of U of A, and it's like his friends are like, "Yo, could you ask him if we could come?" And it's like, That's not how this works.
Excuse
like,
me?
it's fucking every man for themselves when it comes to getting a college scholarship. And like, his friends really don't, they keep saying he's changed, and it's like, because he's wearing new shoes, but he's still that same guy. And I feel like I really felt for him, because obviously he can't spend time swimming with Gabriella if he's going to like network with U of A alumni. And I just don't know what he could have done better to manage his time. And it's like, he shouldn't be throwing away his future. His dad really gave him good advice, but he was just in a really weird position. And I think, I don't know. And then at the end, when Sharpay is like, you're throwing away your future, and he's just like, I just care what my friends think of me. And it's like, that line wasn't like strong enough. Like, you should care more about like your future than what your friends think of you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, honestly, it sounds a lot like where I'm at in One Tree Hill. Like, they're all seniors. Like, a lot of them play basketball, but like none of them are really good enough to like get a scholarship.
Oh, also, Zac Efron is short. Like, I don't get it.
Oh, Nathan Scott happens to be like 6 feet tall, and like he really does. He looks like a giraffe. Like, his neck is so long. Like, he looks a lot like a real basketball player would, which I appreciated. But Ben can't watch because Chad Michael Murray is like supposed to be just as good as like Nathan Scott, even though he has like this heart condition, so he can't really play. But Ben like watches, he's like, literally, he's the worst basketball player. Like, he has absolutely no form. And like when he shoots, like they show Chad Michael Murray, then they show like another shot because he obviously did not make the shot. Like, Ben literally can't watch him play. He says he's the worst basketball player on planet Earth.
That's really funny.
Yeah, but Ben, I can't. By the way, I'm limited into how many episodes I can watch now because Ben can't watch during the day, and I'm not allowed to watch without him. Like, he is obsessed with the show. And we finished season 3 last night. We just got to like such a good place where like Dan found out. Okay, so basically, spoiler alert. Dan is like this evil guy, and someone tried to kill him, and he thought it was his brother. So he ended up like really like, for the first time ever, like he killed someone. Like, he's a bad guy, but he's not a murderer. But he killed his brother because he thought his brother did it. But then this episode, he found out it was actually his wife who tried to kill him, and he's been like feeling so guilty about killing his brother. Like, he's been having these nightmares, but like he feels justified because his brother tried to kill him. But now he found out that his brother didn't actually try to kill him; it was his ex-wife. And now I feel like he's gonna do something crazy because like the guilt has been getting to him, and now he knows that he killed him for no reason.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I'm really enjoying it. And like I'm working so hard on getting Snitch to watch it. I think I'm chipping away at the stubbornness like just a little bit every day. Like, yesterday I got her to agree. She said, I'm not in a place where I can take on a whole new show. I'm like, that's fine. But like, when you are in a place, will you at least consider it? And she said, yeah.
Okay, that's
progress.
That's progress.
Progress.
Okay, so our toast movie of the day, for those of you who are on this journey with me, and it's very timely because of the April 16th special, we are watching High School Musical 3 tonight. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you guys.
Usually I've been starting the movie like after midnight and then just falling asleep like at 2 a.m. But I think tonight I might even watch like in the afternoon because I just can't wait.
We also have Vanderpump Rules tonight, which I'm just like so over regular TV. Anytime I have to change my input back to cable to like put on Shots of Sunset, even though it's so good, I'm just like not in the mood.
Yeah. Same. I'm also going to watch Songland. Also, Bachelor Listen to Your Heart premiered last night.
The Snatchler is recapping it tomorrow.
The Snatchler will have all of the tea. I can't be bothered.
I cannot be bothered. Like, usually if I'm not watching something Bachelor related and I see stuff on Twitter, like I feel kind of left out. But literally I've never been so happy to be left out. Like, the show is just not. And I heard it's good and I'm so happy for everyone who's watching it. I'm just not interested. But if you are looking for a recap, it'll be on the Snatchler podcast tomorrow. There's also new episodes of all of your favorite TNN podcasts coming out this week. So make sure you're following at Toast News Network for all those updates. And that's all we got for you guys. Thank you so much for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show, where we go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So that's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places. So wherever you listen to podcasts, find us. The Morning Toast, and leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, sounding, and smart we are. We love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Look at the
Look at Theo. Look at Theo. Look at God.